Hi, welcome to Cowboystudio. Today we're going to be discussing our LCD screen. Now this is a great screen. As you can see, instead of having to use your viewfinder, you can actually use the screen to actually display the images that's actually coming through. So this screen, what's on the screen right now, is actually going to be what's coming out of the camera. Now it is a little bit tricky. Inside your box you are going to receive a user manual. I recommend reading this over and just checking out all the information that is on here because each camera varies slightly. Right now we actually have it on the Nikon D90, and on this specific camera you actually do need to push certain buttons to be able to switch between using your viewfinder and using the LCD screen. Now I can go over some of the basics of it. When you receive it, there are actually going to be two ways to power this. You can use the power cord that I have here attached, or this is actually going to be a power supply that you can use and attach to the screen. Now this one actually takes a Canon 5D Mark II battery. Now it does also come with a remote, which as you can see via the antenna here and here. Now this remote actually does require a battery as well. Now neither one of these do come with a kit. You actually will need to buy the battery separately. There are also cables to where if you want to use your remote as a shutter function, there are different cables. It does actually come with a total of 5, and they actually change depending on what type of camera you're using. Now you just want to check because they are a little bit camera specific as far as Canon, Nikon, or Sony. So you just want to check with the individual camera that you are using. Now as you can tell, it is fully adjustable. So when you loosen up the screws here just like this, it is adjustable and can be turned in many different directions. Now we are using the HDMI cable, as you can see sticking out the back. It actually plugs right into the screen and then onto the side of the camera. And this is what allows your camera to actually connect to the screen. Now when using it, it's really great, especially when paired with our movie kit or one of our other shoulder supports. Now it does have the option of having a shutter at the top, which does vary in the function according to your camera. So again, I recommend referencing our user manual to be able to operate that as well. You can also, with the buttons at the top here, change the brightness, the contrast, and different things like that when using it. And when you are shooting, you can adjust it to where it's an easy angle for you. And then just by pushing your shutter button here on your camera, it'll actually focus it for you. And you can see it focus. And when it's in focus, it'll actually have a green square on there. Now if you have a red square on there, that means you're actually out of focus. So right now it's actually out of focus. But when I go ahead and set it down and I push the shutter button on here, you can see it'll actually come into focus there, just by pushing it that way. And then of course you can either use a remote or the shutter button here on the top of the screen. Now if you have any questions about this, I do recommend just give us a call, or you can reach us on our cowboystudio.com website.